Anyways. Good gravy, how much noise is there on this stream? Let's turn down the mic volume just a bit. Also, did I have desktop audio off the entire time the last few streams? I really hope that I didn't. Either way, so what I've done is I first use these to make sure that these shells actually work. And then I extended this platform and moved the spikes down, so now I have a nice little area to try to see if I can actually pull off a shell jump. So, okay. You know, I should probably try, if I'm going to do that, I should probably make it so that the shells don't just, like, fall immediately. Yeah. That would be a really nice thing to implement, to make. Let's put a little right wall for the shell to bounce off of. Seem to be a bit congested today. I'm extremely bad at this game. As you can see. Let's throw this stream in, I don't know. Excuse me. Oh, wow. Dead cow just randomly returned. Just randomly returned to SoundCloud. And they have made something that looks absolutely like a photo, especially with the text overlay. How is that not a photo? Impressive. Anyway, back to trying to get to... So I can hold the shell while not moving. I can also just kick the shell and then sit there like a lemon while the shell bonks right into my face. For the second time. I somehow managed to throw the shell at myself. We'll just take that and run with it. God dang it. Alright, Goomber is gone. What? I think we need another shell. Thank you. So much for that. I jumped over it. I didn't die to it the first time it came flying back at me. What are we stuck on exactly? I have no idea what we are stuck on there. Probably the collision blocks. Well, we need another shell. Thank you. Well, it doesn't seem to like that. Interesting. I'm sure I can make this jump on my own. Also, sometimes it just doesn't start moving when I hold right. So in order to start moving right, you have to actually hold right after, I think after the next attempt starts. You are not following me. Why are you not following me? That's really annoying. Another shell, please. I kicked it by mistake. It's not following me around when I do that. I have to remember to turn around by pressing the other direction instead of just releasing the direction when I have a shell. God dang it. You know what? Heck this. I am moving the start position. Because, you know, that's something that I can actually do. Let's go over here. Let's start over here. And let's also move those down a tad. Now that we actually want the shells to... Bruh. Bruh. I jumped off the shell. That's kind of what I wanted to do. And I just picked up 2 shells and threw them at myself. I didn't jump high enough. Really bugs me that it... You know what? I think I need to... Let's see. So... No, that should be... That should be enough time. I didn't push left. Yeah, that's what I want. Bonk. Yeah, I can... I did not release this. Oh my gosh. It's freaking Goomber! You're in the way! Ah! I did a shell jump! And I... Probably never gonna do it again. Now I have to figure out what the heck I did to make that work. Not that. So... We know that shell jumps can work. I need to release it before the apex of the jump. As opposed to releasing it whatever the heck that was. I'm also going to get rid of the scaling, the starting transition, because that is omega in the way. And a goofy Goomber is you. Goomber should now have no hitbox. Bonk. What happens if I... Let's see. Okay, releasing both at the same time is not good. I wonder whether pushing left is at all helpful. Not really. I keep releasing... You have to release right, then release jump. You have to do it fairly quickly. Why did it just stop? Huh. I just did it again. I don't know what I'm doing, right? I did it twice in a row. What am I doing differently? Oh! Of course, that's the secret to releasing good, because you have to... So I'm not actually releasing right and then jump, I'm pressing right and then jump. And in order to do that, I need to release them, and the release time just happens to line up. What I want to do is make it much easier, but that doesn't seem to be very practical. As you can see, I'm having some serious difficulty replicating the trick. I did it there. I think the other shell needs to drop sooner. Make that happen like so, or by messing with the amount of time it takes. I don't know. Slightly decrease it. See if we can do this. No. This is not going to work very well, but... I did a shell jump there. Yeah, the annoying thing is that it depends very heavily on how far away you are from the wall. So like there, if I'm far away from the wall, it's ending up below me by a lot no matter what. If I'm close to the wall, big tips. Is there a 7 block in there somewhere? Not really. Which makes it really strange that sometimes well, essentially that the shell height versus the player's height is so inconsistent. I mean, I can remedy it, sort of. Just make its bonking hitbox bigger. Wonder whether that'll make it easier. That was decidedly easier. I did not notice I was... Oh! Suddenly double shell jump. Why am I here? Hi, Jingle Bandalon. Jingle Bandalon. So it definitely looks like I am going really far forward when I attempt this shell jump, when I actually perform the shell jumps. And also, can I stop hitting myself with the freaking shell? No. It's so weird. Sometimes it feels like it goes down really far, and sometimes it doesn't go down very much at all. Also, I can't tell which shell is which is great. It is a little broken, admittedly, yeah. I'm not sure why the shells do weird things when you pick them up after kicking them. I have picked up 2 shells. Commit. Stupid. That time I was so close to the wall that the shell went right through me. I did not release the... I still cannot figure out what the best timing for this is. Do I want to make the shell gravity lighter or less light? What am I doing there? I pushed right sooner than that. And I'm still not grabbing the second shell. Looks like the wall needs to be less high, which we can fix quickly and easily. Like so. I think I want this whole thing to be gone, honestly. So now this is just that would mean that this would be just a spare wall that I have floating around. Whoop-de-doo. Spare wall. Anyone need a spare wall? Don't want to delete that. And take the shell. Just the shell. And move it over one. And then going to, I think we can reinstate these spikes now. How tall is that wall? 4 blocks. And that one is 4 blocks plus a muncher. So that means that this state block needs to be shorter. And this whole segment needs to be longer. To figure out, remember which walls correspond to which things. All right, that is the new configuration, and we'll see if it's possible to shell jump. I'm gonna try starting in a different position because it looks like that one drops me too close to the shell. What is it bouncing off of? Is it bouncing off of that wall? Wait a second. Hello, Mr. Potato Sir. I've run into a strange predicament where it looks like the shell is... I did not pick you up, sir. What are you doing down there? Dang it. I need somewhere to hide from this shell. Not there. I can't pick that up. This shell is incomprehensible. Shell, why are you like this? Why the shell are you like this? Are you bouncing off the wall? No, you are most certainly not bouncing off of the wall. Okay, something is not going quite right. We want the ability to bounce off the shell to be activated after a little while. Welcome back, Jingle Bandalon. I don't really know how to do a good fire in the hole, but you can always throw in a normal face somewhere far above the level. absolutely no reason other than something normal face funny. Something like 5 or 6 months ago now. So what I'm noticing is that those things are turning on for some weird reason. Right as soon as I kick it. Let's see, there's the stomp run. And it activates on 104, 106, 109. And that would be toggled on somewhere in here. By that. And yeah, that only activates after 0.2 seconds. That is probably because group 105 is never actually being toggled off to begin with. That would be causing potential problems. I see. What about group 80? No, that one's fine. And the third shell, 124 and 125 should be getting toggled off, but only 125 is. All right, that solves one potential problem with these shells. The other one is the fact that I'm dumb and I didn't actually move that to the left. So yeah, now the shell should work as intended. Well, that was better. Not much better. Where the heck's the other shell? Right there. Thank you, other shell. Oh! How much height am I getting off of that? Okay, so... I wasn't pushing right, that's why. Also, I swear this shell is getting stuck on. That's why. It is getting stuck on something. And that something is this. I mean, oh wow, it's literally right up against the edge there. Okay, no, yeah, that is a bad problem, and you will not go to space today. Okay, now let's try doing a shell jump. I literally pulled it off first try. And then the second one I failed miserably. So I want to... What happens if I release them together? Death. What if I release them together but farther back? How precise is this? Hi, TRC. Yeah, I'm sort of getting it to work. I just don't know how to do a shell jump. Anyway. Either way, I think this is probably the best height to drop the best place to drop the shell. Because then, at least ideally, I'm going to be right under there. And then I press right, I pick up the shell, and I throw the shell, and I immediately die horribly because I don't know how to shell jump. Perfect. So I think this wall is at a good position. We'll see about the other one. What is... What is the player's Y acceleration due to gravity? See, I'm picking up the shell a lot of the time there. So I'm able to just release both and have it work, but only for certain distances away from the wall, which I don't like. I want it to be a consistent timing for just about any distance from the wall. And in order for that to work, I need to know what the player's Y acceleration is. So we're off to the training ground. In order to do that, we are going to put the player in free fall and hold right at the same time. And then we will have a doohickey that will follow the player around for, I don't know, 0.2 seconds or something. I don't know how long the player takes to get up to terminal velocity. We can start by finding that out. To find out that out, we will place a toggle trigger on this in that spot. All right, there is the player's acceleration. I don't know, as you can see, it is utterly incomprehensible. I could alternatively just move that thing. What happens if I move it instead of toggling it? Because it felt like the player was already moving down on the moment it toggled off. And let's make that movement silent, shall we? So that is not affecting the player. Okay, so now that we have that, get rid of this group and see if it looks nothing like that. Dang it. As you can see, this is a bit frustrating. Because, let's see, how fast is the player moving right there? It's going every 0.03 seconds. One-third of a block. That is one block every 0.09 seconds. And that we can use. So, we just fell off of this ledge and plummeted to our doom, which was, of course, a really fun thing to do. And by doing that, we made some important observations. First, after one block, we have fallen this far. Precisely. After 2 blocks, we have fallen this far. That is 17 steps. 17 over 4 is 4, and so I've now determined, well, actually, I'm not sure. To check if this is indeed a parabola, need more data points. For that, we just do this same thing. And now we have all of these points along the player's trajectory. They are equally spaced in the left-right direction, so now we have to figure out how far apart are they in the up-down. 2, 4 and 1, 7 and a 2, 4 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter, 9 and 3/4. I can't remember what I said. Anyway. Two, 4 and a quarter, seven and a quarter. And finally, 9 and 3/4. Now we can take the differences between these and that gives us 2 and a quarter, followed by 3, followed by 2 and a half. And we want to see how close these numbers are to each other. Right now it's not looking great. I'm going to divide this up a little more finely because it's still a bit hard for me to see what's going on. Almost to the point where we're getting beyond the resolution of that step size. All right. There's also the fact that the player's path appears to be divided up into line segments. All right, so differences are now 1, 2 and a quarter, 3, 4 and a quarter, 1, 2 and a quarter, 3, 4 and a quarter, 6. That's a bit too much. 6 3/4. So the player moved to the right between these steps in 0.03 seconds. And these are the speeds in terms of steps moved down. That's in 15ths of a block. And the differences are, and this is going to be the acceleration. .25, 0.75, 1.25, 1.75, and 0.75. The average of those 5 numbers is 1.25. So we can assume that it goes the speed increases by 1/12 of a block per tick every every tick, I guess. So, in that case, we now need to find out what is 1/12 of a block in 0.03 seconds. That is 1 block in 0.36 seconds, which is pretty close to 3 blocks a second. However, it's accelerating by that much every tick. And 1 tick is 0.03 seconds. So in 1 second, the player would accelerate by almost 100 blocks per second, which of course is significantly more than the player's terminal velocity, which is why the player stops accelerating after less than a second. Now, break out the calculator to find a more precise number on that. .93 blocks per second. So our shells should accelerate downwards at 93 blocks per second. So what's handy is that over a period of 2 seconds, that will average to that will give them an average speed of 93 blocks a second downwards, at least if they started from a standstill. And that means that they would go 93 blocks a second downwards times 2 is 186 blocks downwards. High minimal power, I am fixing the shell. I'm making it so that the shells accelerate downwards almost the exact same as the player, hopefully. So I just figured out what the player's downwards acceleration from a standstill on a block was by falling off of a block. And since the stuff that I did down here essentially fixes the player's rightward speed, and the rightward acceleration should be pretty fast. I am going to give the player a slightly longer runway though, just to make absolutely sure. What the heck? How was I on layer 13 all of a sudden? And I can just double check. So these are the measurements that I made of the player's position. And yeah, it's pretty similar results. You can see that they're off by a little bit just because the player's trail is broken up into line segments instead of a continuous curve. So yeah, from a standstill, the player accelerates downwards by some certain amount. What was it again? 1.25 fifteenths of a block per tick, where a tick is 0.03 seconds. Ugh. And that translates to 93 blocks per second every second. So I gave the shells the same acceleration in the hopes that it'll make shell jumping more consistent. And unfortunately, it looks like... Oh wait, no, did I release right? Make sure I didn't release right in the middle of that. And indeed, the player's downward acceleration after a jump is essentially the same. I don't actually know how close it is, but it's basically the same. Okay, so now that that's testing done, fingers crossed. Yeah, I basically want the shells to have the same downward acceleration as the player, so that way, if you throw them at a wall and they bounce back at you, if you threw them at the same point in your jump, you should hit them the same way every single time. And hopefully the wall hitboxes for shells here actually work. Also, I deleted some stuff that I really should not have deleted. Fortunately, I can hit the undo button. Alright, now we place the player right next to the shell, and we throw the shell at the wall and we die horribly. That worked. That didn't. Oh. Wait, So. I'm gonna just like get this completely out of the way just to make absolutely sure that it's not interfering. Oh yeah, because if I'm really close to the wall, the shell just starts out inside the wall. Let's just like do something intelligent. I don't know when I want to release jump. Or release right. Okay, so it worked. So the problem is that my laptop keyboard, as far as I can tell, will not accept more than two different key inputs at the same time, at least for the arrow keys. So I can't press up, left, and right all at the same time. And unfortunately, in this level, in this shell jump spot, I really would like to do that. Because if I press both left and right, the character stops moving, but it doesn't let go of the shell. And I also want to jump during that time. But here I am pressing the jump button while holding left and right, and I can't. Nothing happened. And because of that, I can't just sit in one place. So I can do that, but that's because the shell stopped. I can do that. That didn't really work though. So the problem now is that I actually have to release the shell later into the jump than I thought I did. Just of course, super weird. But hey, it should work no matter how far away I am from the wall, which actually we can test. If I could jump higher. And yes, right there, that was, I think, the proper height. Let's do something stupid and move these down like a whole bunch and just see if it still works. I, of course, throw it directly at my face. Why is that happening now? Of course, because the player thinks there's a wall there. If you feel like a monkey that's shown a video game developer streaming, then I feel like a monkey trying to understand what I'm doing. I feel like a monkey too. Bonk, bonk, bonk. See, sometimes it feels like the shell drops really far, and sometimes it feels like it doesn't. Also, Shell, what are you doing down there? Oh, of course, because there are 7 blocks in there. And of course I just run into a shell because shells don't collide with each other. And I am, again, just stumped, because that time the shell... Also, I can't seem to pick them back up after jumping on them, which is really weird. I think I actually jumped on it there, but I can't tell. I just don't understand why it just feels so inconsistent. Ah, whoops, I just threw it through the floor. Whoop-de-doo. Let's move this even farther away. Okay. So... No, that was the exact same. Oh, okay, so it's just the point I am in my jump. Interesting. I think the acceleration might be a bit too harsh, though. So... it does feel like the shell is going down a little too much, so we're going to make it slightly less acceleration. Keep in mind that I have no idea how any of this works. Even though I'm the one that made it. And I still can't shell jump very well. Hello, Nguyen. I think I need to release right later. That felt later. And that felt earlier. But it wasn't. I cannot understand. I just don't understand what's happening. That somehow worked. And bonk. And of course I throw it left. It went over my head that time. How did I not die to it? Mario Maker Kaizo must be so insane. Unless they've got a better system than I do, which they probably do. Anyway. Yep, the Goombrat smugs if you mess up horribly. I'm gonna make this move more slowly. And it doesn't look like the wall is actually a contributing factor to that. Speaking of walls, I want to move all of these to the left 2 spaces. And see if I can actually make this. I just want shell jumps to be consistent. Is that too much to ask? I have no idea whether I'm releasing it at the right time. I'm not releasing it fast enough. The wall might actually be too close. Of course, I just release right immediately. And I do it again. And the shell jump just stops working. I just cannot make it consistent. Goodbye, everyone. I'm out of here. Of course, that time I actually land on the shell. It's really weird. Why does it not do the follow thingy? The follow thingy is probably just not multi-triggered. It is. Why though? Okay. Okay, so I've jumped off with that shell. And now it works! Why does it work in the editor but not in upload in normal play? What the heck? Also, why is the shell jump work? So if I Oh, now it works. Oh, it doesn't. Only when it's in the air. What the heck? Also, I'm just passing through it sometimes for no apparent reason. Good gravy. Bounce off of the shell. Thank you. Of course, I missed the shell. I could be really cheap and make it so that it literally follows your butt around if you try to shell jump. That would be kind of dumb. To make the... I just cannot do this double. I can't even get the one. I'm just not getting good height off of that thing. I thought this was quadratic easing. Well, one thing we can do is we can do this and hope that the easing kind of works. Because it feels like the shell isn't starting from a standstill. That felt better. Let's try it again. That felt much better. I'm not hitting the other shell, but I threw it. Yeah, I threw that way too early. Not quite. It's not working anymore. Second shell is too far to the right, I think. I could do something really... Yeah, I'm gonna do something really stupid. Gonna do something stupid. Make it snap to the player. That way, I always pick it up. And of course, if I throw the shell left, I never pick it up. Why? Let's also make those a little closer in time so it doesn't look as weird. Too close to the wall. One last thing that I forgot. The shell needs to be able to bounce off the muncher. Because I said so. That way, hopefully you'll get enough height. Why doesn't it follow? Why does it go down so hard? Why does it fall so fast sometimes? It's also possible that it's getting triggered twice for whatever reason. I can't push left. It sucks! I can't push left while jumping and holding right, and holding a shell. I can push left after I jump off of it. No. Also, where is this stupid 7 block? There? Okay. Why is this so hard? I cannot get that stupid second shell. I didn't want this to be a hard kaizo level. I could make the second one free. I'm gonna make it follow 88 in the Y direction instead of whatever this is. Let's see how stupid this is. Shell's taking way too long to fall. Cut that time. Still taking too long. Been spending so much time trying to get this shell jump to work. See. think it would work if I just moved it down a little bit. Hello, Blizz VR. Welcome to the stream. See if this is possible. Hello, Azur. From Azerbaijan. Very cool. Shell seems to be killing me every time, which I don't want. Let's try making it move a little bit more. Come on. I'm dying to the spikes. I got it! Why did I just start moving to the right? I wasn't pressing a button. I'm gonna have to make this spike hit the spiky smaller spike so that it's actually possible. Smaller spike like so. This is still extremely difficult. I did not push right. I gotta jump. Soon I'm gonna shift to making the next part. As soon as I get this. I got it! We'll call that a win. Didn't hold jump for the Goomber, but it's gonna have to be enough for now. gonna move this back up. Should probably check where these are. Just to make sure that that's the right height. All right. It appears that those are spaced out too far vertically. And probably too far horizontally. Or not far enough horizontally, rather. Okay, that's way too slow. So, first of all, I don't actually want you to need to hold jump off of the Goomber there, so let's move this a good ways to the left. Be much more friendly to the player. Spacing's good. Why did I die? That keeps happening. That's what I want to happen. All right, let's give it another try. All right, that seems to work. All right. Next section. I'm going to quickly remind myself that the song offset should be 28. And then I'm going to proceed to ignore that advice. Perfect. Gonna have a little camera zoom here. Also, I love how this wall actually is still doing its job, even though it's all the way over there in purgatory. We can also throw in a radial blur. I can't remember how to do this. Okay, good. Very good. You know what? I'm gonna make the first one as free as possible as well. Hello, certified Rizzler. Yes, I remember you. Oh, I was thinking, oh, are you dead cow? No. No, you are not. Is there a slip cooldown in here? There is. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes. It's going to make this be -8 in 0.045. No. Even make it 9 for extra whatever the heck. Alright, I was on this part. Should probably... Oh! Thank you, Sir Riseler. I appreciate the apology. Acceleration feels so funny. Okay, so the... Okay, I can, I don't know, throw saw blades in here. Or something. And make the player have to keep holding right. Okay, this is way too high up. I'm not good at this. Yes. Nope, you can hit that. Cannot hit that. That is bothersome. That is also bothersome. What? Confused, confusing, confusion. That's more what I wanted. It's not hitting the zoom tree. It's not hitting these. That's why. Yeah. It feels so... There we go. Probably stick some spikes in here. Nice. Okay. So that seems to work beautifully. Just gonna spam saws to say, this is roughly where the hitboxes would be. Honestly, I'm just spamming stuff at this point with no idea regard for actual thought of what I'm doing. Oh, look, a friendly Goomber. What happens if we make Morith Goomberith? Ah. Always want more Goombers. $159, $143. $159, $143. There's 143. There's 159. Duplicate. Where? How many blocks this moves you by? 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like 4. So you can probably put a Goomber up here. Somewhere. And build helper. Oh, look, new groups. Probably. Wait. What is 156 and 157 again? Oh, right, that's the smugging. The smuggening. Field helper. And build helper. I love build helper. Even better than hamburger helper. I think I wanted to change the gravity here. But maybe not. Why am I on layer 7? All of these movements just have such a rhythm to them. I'm not very good at following that rhythm, but that was amusing. no multi-activate on the pads. Putting that there just to safeguard that location. Oh no. I missed. Yes! Yes. It's perfect. Jumped a little late there, but still, this is awesome. Actually doing platformer gameplay that's synced with the music, and I love it. And don't worry, the end result will not be a level spammed with saws. Those are just for, I guess, visualization purposes, so I know where the hitboxes of everything should be. On that note, let's have each of these Goombers standing on a saw for literally no reason. I pushed the wrong button. This saw might need to move up a little. going to be a difficult level. Can't tell if I'm getting any additional distance using that black orb. Oops. Oh, it is decidedly more effective, I think. But yeah, this sinks. Well, it's getting kind of late, so I think I might call it quits here. Got some gameplay into the next section. Got shell jumps sort of working. And we're up to over 6,000 objects, although that doesn't really mean much because at this point most of it is just going to be in the goombers, which are mostly unoptimized. So anyway, hope any of you that are still here enjoyed the stream. Have a good night, and until next time, take care.